Welcome back to the Forensics Unplugged or Forensics Detailing channel. Subscribe or whatever. We've just finished filming let's turn the light off. The best liquid sealant or wax, not the sprayable ones and not the tin paste waxes. I'm saving myself loads of unnecessary comments by repeating that. So liquidy things. And I think a robbery has occurred. Now, the order... In ninth place was the chemical guys, okay? The Hydra slick, ceramic-y esque one. In joint 8th place was the Autoglym and the Bilt Hamber. In 7th place was the Meguiars SiO2 new M27 sealant. In 6th place was the Adams, the low durability, lovely to spread and buff, waxy emulsion. So nice, good topper, good summary product. 5th place was the Jescar ultralock ceramic polymer sealant thing. Real honk to it. But my goodness me, has it got some durability, that thing. It's really good. Really durable, really incredible detergent resistance. No, that's really impressed me, actually. Where do we go from here? Words are coming out, where are you now? Jescar, we want to go to 4th. Collenite, the old 845 came in, the old dark horse. Always love a dark horse. So that romped in, nearly got on the podium. Then in 3rd place, the PTFE, or fluoropolymer Fuso F7, which was a consistently good performer in all categories. In 2nd place was the Turtle Wax, which, yes, again, was a consistent one. It hasn't blown me away, but it's a good glossy product. I've always thought that about it. Holds onto its gloss well. Durability's better than you might think. Where is it there? 8, yeah. So it just did all right. Have I done... It did well because it picked up... It's slick and it's glossy, so it was off to a cracker there. It was value affected it a bit, and its beadage affected it, and its application affected it. But other than that, performance-wise, it did well, and that's how it's got onto the podium. And then the winner was the Autofinesse product, which is great in every area, except for me for the hydrophobicity, which is, it's very flat. It really is flat, which is fine. But, we're supposed to review them here, and it does say ultra hydrophobic protection, okay? And yeah, there is room for wiggle on that, but in my head, that just means that it's going to repel water. Hydrophobic means it pushes water away very rapidly to me. Water is scared of it. Well, water isn't scared of it, but it is durable. Yeah, very durable. But the danger with me recommending this is a lot of you measure your durability by when it's on the side of the car and it's had a few washes. If it's very low hydrophobicity, you might not see any water behaviour. A bit like with the Graphene 303, someone's saying it lasts 2 weeks and it's a year long. It didn't last in 2 weeks, it's just you're judging it by the hydrophobicity that it doesn't have. Right, this video is titled my opinion on what should be the top 3. Now, my test up here is just, I've tried to do it in the most missionary, straight up, straight down, test them, score them, give it to you, and get people talking. That's the name of the game. But I don't agree with this. Now, why don't I agree with this? Because some of these points are so tight, you'd have to do a lot more gloss testing, really, and you might find that ones that have come somewhere else could have come higher. They're all pretty close. There is some validity to this. I said it's missionary. We can only do so much testing. We could talk about that for hours, but that is a limitation. All of these tests are limited. Very limited, but still half decent. So get on with it, John. Which ones would be your favourite? Well, here's how it would go for me. I would probably... Oh, man. So I'm going to say that the product that should win this test is the Jescar Ultralock. Just unbelievable durability and chemical resistance. like to leave Green Star on it for an hour and see no degradation in 2 hits of 30 minutes. Everything else was degraded to some extent. This stuff was just like, get the hell off, you know. Get off me, you pesky detergent. Really, really impressive. And beyond that, it applies okay. It has no real weaknesses in my head. I'm not worried too much about the gloss data. Application is very important for me, and it buffs off nice and it's slick under the microfiber. And I can use it on machine. This product I'll be keeping. It does have one Achilles heel that's very important to some people, and that is it has one hell of a nasty solvent honk. You know, maybe it's got some kerosene in there or something. I've got to be careful what I say, so everything's my opinion. I don't want to misrepresent the product. So I'm saying this is perhaps the worthy winner here. I'm not slam dunking it. But yeah, to me, my schnozzle, it's got one hell of a honk. Ooh, and I can smell all sorts of funky things in that. So I would just be very careful. I would open up all my garage and my door, and I'd have great airflow coming through here so that I'm not filling up and sucking up. Because when you spread that over the surface of a car, if you could go into predator vision, all these vapors would be coming off of it, vaporizing, and you're standing here and some of those vapors, a bit like the old coronavirus, are going to be sucking up the old schnozzle. And they affect me. I'm sensitive. That's its only Achilles heel. Get some of this stuff, by the way, guys. The next time you're in Sainsbury's, get some of this stuff. Bloody lovely it is. Good for you as well, apparently. Right, that would be my winner. What would be my second place and third place? I'm going to just do it on a ruling out. I'm going to rule out the Adams and put that over here because people will be too disappointed with its durability. So it makes a good topper, makes a good summer product. It's a good show car type product. It's lovely to use, it's cheap, it smells nice, and it's beautiful to buff, but durability is very poor. So that couldn't really win a sealant liquid wax shootout without being much higher up the durability rankings, because if I recommended it and it won, there'd be a lot of disappointed people, but those that get this and know what it is will like it. Definitely going to rule out the chemical guys. I got a bit excited when I bought this because I just think it looks great. Like all chemical guys products, they try stuff, they have a go, don't they? And people criticise them for having too many products, but they have a go. They're trying to give you something a bit different, and you get rewarded because people tend to use a product once and it sits in their shelf for 3 years, and then you eventually throw it away. With all products. So if you can keep bringing out new products that are innovative, you get those sales hits every time you bring them out, because we all like to try different stuff. So good on them for trying something, and it's the real deal. Whatever they're using in it is the real deal. It's not some cheesy emulsion. There's something funny in here. There's proper weird stuff going on in that. Probably proper ceramic. But ultimately, it's a bit too expensive and a bit too dry to apply. Next up, I'm just going to rule these two out. Even though they did really well, these were second and third, I think. They're both good products, but I don't know. I'm looking for what's important to me is like the buff. The buff, that has a slightly thick buff. And that you have to wet buff it before you can dry buff it. So they're the reason they're not my personal favourite, but they're pretty impressive. Second and third overall. So that's why I do these scorings, to remove my bias, or it's just going to be an opinion. Although I'm sure I've given you loads of opinions. I'm going to rule out the Autoglym as well. Half an hour cure time. I like the price. I like the shine when you buff on it. I don't like the crumbs. I don't like the... It's so solvent heavy, it really gets up your nose. Bit like this one. I'm going to rule out the insulator wax. It's okay. It's good stuff, I think, but you just need to be careful with the cure on it and get it as it kind of hazes and not over apply it, or else you could be in for a bit of a tough time buffing. Apart from that, there's not much wrong with it. For an old-fashioned product, it's got good durability as well, which is quite impressive. Now we're down to three. Now we're down to three. So these would be probably, just move them over here. That's the winner, the Jescar one. So which one will be second? When I started testing these, or as I was building up the lineup, this was my front runner. Because after you've applied it, the car looks amazing, the car feels amazing, and it's really easy to use, and it's versatile, it's light, smells good. And I was like, the wow factor is there after you've used it. In a professional environment, the professionals, funnily enough, will be less concerned about durability, or some of them, and more concerned about delivering a customer a really good finish. That would be probably the one you'd pick. Although some professionals will argue that their customers will want to see the durability, so whatever. But it's so easy to deliver a good finish with that. It should be on the podium, but why am I in an R-ing? Because the durability on it is from what I've seen, or the detergent resistance is really poor, and it advertises really that it's its best durability. So unless I'm doing something wrong, which is always possible, that product does not give me good durability. I'd really be interested in the comments on what you think about that. So I would probably put Bilt Hamber third, although the durability on that's not great, or the detergent resistance. I really don't know. I would probably actually, guys, I'm gonna say I put Bilt Hamber fourth, because I think it's the most idiot proof of the pure wax based emulsions. It beads like crazy, but it's not gonna last anywhere near as long as this. Or second place, I think the Autofinesse would be second for me. If they could just get hydrophobicity into it, they've got a cracker there. They'd have the full smorgasbord of good to apply, good gloss, amazing slickness, good price, good durability. But its Achilles heel is it's a real, the beads are awful. You know, it's more of a slow sheeting action. So it's going to be really hard to see the benefits of this product after it's been on the car for about a month, even though it will stick around for ages. So this would probably be my order: first, second, third, fourth. That factors in all my little biases about what I want. I also want really to be good on machine, to be viable via machine application, which some of them aren't, like the Fuso and the Autoglym. You could do it, but they're a bit too sort of wet, you know, a bit too thin. So these would all be good on machine. Yeah, so I can reset kind of the panel, get a bit of scrub going, give me a nice clean finish. So there's my opinion, guys. That's a pretty epic product, that is. I'm speaking to Imran right now, and I think he's speaking to the guys at, what are they called? The guys, is it Lintec, I think it is. Might have got that wrong. That do the American stuff. See if we can get that available. If not, you might have to buy the Menzerna Power Lock, which I'll try and check out and see if it's as good, but I don't think it's the same thing. That's really impressive. So, thank you very much for watching this video on my opinion on what the best liquid sealant waxes are. It was a really good lineup. Bottle of yogurt out there. It was a really good lineup. I've really had a lot of fun doing this. And I'm not sure if I've done the right approach by just sort of giving you the numbers on the main video, but that's what we've done. And then this video kind of compromises it. Complements it, not compromises, hopefully. I'm working my way through glass cleaners. I know you're getting sick of me talking about this and you just want to see this glass cleaner thing in operation, but it's difficult. When you've got this many products, it's difficult, and I need a bit more time with some of these products. Hold on a second. So I'm giving me more time. It's probably going to take at least a few more weeks before I'm... Oh yeah, a lot more than that actually. I've got other testing stuff to do with these. Then we're moving on to AOIs. Let's just pan out a little bit. That's our final lineup, guys. I'll reveal it. You know, the lineup's good. I know. Sometimes when you reveal these things, It's not a good idea until you're closer to the time, but never mind. So let's reveal it. That's what we're doing, and that should make a really interesting video on AOIs. So not glazes, not primers. They've got to put down some sort of protection rather than just a primed surface, and they've got to also cut and finish, really, or gloss up the car. So that's the lineup. 3D Speed, Rupes, Uno, Meguiars, Kochi with a T, P6. We were only going to do one Koch. I could have put P3 in as well. So that's P6. I could have put P3 in. It's unfair to put two from one brand in, isn't it? Just got double the chance of winning. So all the other brands could say, hang on a minute. Ferrecla, Bilt Hamber Microfine, Autofinesse, Triple, Angel Wax, Shoal. They didn't have one in there. They only had one in the E lineup rather than the S lineup. So the E lineup is a consumer-based stuff with, I think it's got silicone in it. So I'm not sure about this, but I'm sure it'd be a great product. But I mean, I'm not sure if well, actually, no, it's just, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? And we've got the Menzerner 3-in-1 here, which I've heard is good, but I don't think I've used that one, which is, well, no, it's not that unusual, is it? You can't use it. You can't have used them all. What else was I going to say that was going to be really relevant to this that I've forgotten? Oh, it was good. It was good. Oh, no, it's gone. What was I going to say? It was important. Oh, what have I bought and what's been sent in? Well, we can go through that in the video. So that's bought. Although we did a promo video for it, I actually bought it anyway. It's only a tenner or something, I don't know. That's bought, that's sent in, that's sent in, that's bought, that's bought, that's bought, that's bought. So most of these videos, as you hear me with the violin, most of the videos cost more to make. If they do 30 to 40,000 views, they may break even, or they may not. I mean, this one is going to cost me a fortune. That one's going to lose money. And this one's definitely going to lose money. So not all of the videos make money. A lot of them lose money, which is, that really bugged me. That was really killing me at one point, but it's part of it, isn't it? So I can't whinge because the channel's doing okay now, and the promotional stuff that we do, there's not much of it, but it allows us to do these comparisons and lose money, So everything's working great on the channel at the moment. I'm really, really enjoying it. I've really got my foot to the floor with it, and I can't wait to move on to the next test. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, it's very informal. That's how I love it. I think I must be the most informal, lazy YouTuber in terms of videoing. But I'm not here to give you good quality video. I'm here to give you good quality information. And that's hopefully what we do. Over and out. Subscribe.